What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the third episode of Rent-A-Girlfriend. This one is titled Beach and Girlfriend. So yes, we saw the little preview thing at the end of last episode implying that we will be getting a beach episode very early for these types of shows. Normally they wait until around about the midpoint because that's usually when, well, the typical trend is you start right at spring with the new school year, and then by episode 6 or episode 7 you've reached summer, you're off on summer holidays, that sort of thing. This one's not going that way, and we're going to the beach very, very early. With and based on the one of the scenes that we got, an encounter with one of our more toxic members of this cast. Although toxic for the right reasons, for the sake of the story, I will honestly say. So last time we continued the encounters between Chizuru and Kazuya. They realize that they are going to the same school, same college. She's obviously looks a lot different as her college self, as her work self for Diamond. And she's like, oi, you better keep quiet about this, which is fair enough. And I think he honestly had no intention of spilling the beans. He is sensible enough to do that, our main character. He's not the type to brag about anything like that. And I honestly believe he would keep it a secret from the get-go. Then they find out that they live next door to each other, just to add some more complexities to this relationship than there already was. And then we get the grandmother, who some people call her toxic. I don't think of her that toxic. I mean, there are many, many, many grandma who like this, and whilst it's not ideal for Kazuya to have this type of person in their life, he genuinely does care for her, and I believe he's used to her attitude and her very blunt nature, we'll put it. I think is the best way I can describe it, in a kind way. So she's coming over from the hospital and wants to obviously see him and his girlfriend, but obviously the girlfriend is not there. So he's trying to get, like, can you just do it for this once? Come on, please, just help a bro out. And she refuses, naturally, but in the end she gives in and shows up. And then the idea comes around that since he visits his grandmother every Wednesday, I'll hire you for 1 hour if you just come with me, just to keep her happy. Because I honestly believe he does want to keep his grandmother happy. He wants to make her happy. He wants to prove that he is... Well, he wants to conform to her beliefs, and I think that in of itself is very indicative of his character and why this show went from, like, the rom-com ecchi style, very typical sort of thing that I was expecting from this show, into something that actually has a very serious undertone if you explore it. Because now that we've got Mami into the mix, who is his ex, who just dumped him out of nowhere, and he is still completely infatuated with, like, he would drop everything just to be with her again. Like, that's the sort of moment it is. If she said, hey, let's start dating again, he'd be like, yes, please. Like, that's how he sees it. Even after, and a little hint as to her character, the way she just berated him and belittled him when he went out drinking with his friends and the rental girlfriend, Chizuru, sorry. They got roped into it by the friends that saw them, convoluted anime reasons to have all these characters together. And the way Mami went at him, like, yeah, you're meant to hate this character. Like, we as an audience are meant to hate this character for that. And despite Chizuru sticking up for him, he didn't see it that way. I don't know if it's just blind, like, infatuation with Mami or what, but, like, he just goes along with everything she says. It's like, yeah, that I can be like that. Like, he's very weak to her. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened in their past. Because so far, everything we've seen from Kazuya's interest in Mami has been of a sexual nature and not of a romance nature. Romance and lust, they're very separate things. You can love someone without lusting for them, and you can definitely lust someone without loving them. I think that's way more common in people, to lust over someone instead of loving them. And I feel like that's where he's going, and he just can't separate the two right now. Because he wants her physically that much, he can't separate he almost forgives her personality of being toxic. And that's a problem. So I think this entire series is going to be him learning what a normal, nice, caring girl is meant to be like, since he doesn't seem to have any experience with that. I mean, even he can't even turn to his grandmother for that, because his grandmother has ambitions and desires from him as well, that like he feels like he has to conform this way. He doesn't seem to be very independent of himself. And like that's common in like main characters for these self-insert type shows, but I can see it much more from a story point of view than a self-insert point of view, which is why I like this show so much, because it's doing it in a way that I think there is a journey for this character to go on, and I hope there is a journey and they don't resort to self-insert typical stuff. Because there's a lot of potential in this show that I think could make it one of the best romances of the year, certainly. Essentially one of my favorites of my entire 7 years watching anime. It's entirely possible that it could get that high, but I'm going to be cautiously optimistic with this show because it could very easily turn into trash quite quickly. Let's be real. But yeah, the final scene, Kazuya's walking home alone, but Mami is with him. So it's him and Mami that end up going back together, and she invites him over. This is a pivotal moment in his character. Does he just give in and go with her and ultimately concede to what she wishes? Or does he stick up for himself? Does anything else interfere? I don't know. This is going to be very important to understanding his character, so I'm very much looking forward to this one. And then, of course, we get to the beach, and I think Mami kisses him. Or he kisses Mami, or one or the other. So I'm not sure where that's going to go yet either. So, with all that said, long intro, I know, but I really dig this series and the characters they've built here. Like, I'm really getting into this more than I expected. So, as always, these are timer-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count us down 3, 2, 1, play, and then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode. We're in sync. I'm watching the Crunchyroll version, so link to that will be in the description. If you don't have the subscription for it, just wait a week and it becomes free for everyone, and then we can watch along in perfect sync. I know a lot of you will watch this from an alternate site, for instance, or I know some of you also watch from the Japanese television. A lot of my audience is from Japan, so welcome. And yeah, I'll call out the ad breaks and OP if they're noticeable. OP is noticeable, but ad breaks depend on the show sometimes. So, with all that said, let's get into episode 3 in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright. Wanna stop by? Like she cares. Right. Manipulative. Hmm. Right. You shouldn't. No. Don't even, dude. Alright, he bailed out of it. There's a weird... Oh, he hasn't quite bailed out of it. Okay. Uh-huh. I mean, that's good. I can't brace her for that. Don't want him to dehydrate over here. Think why that might be. Again, sexual nature. Something stop him. Oh. He actually... Alright, OP. Love this OP as well. Peggy's, right? We still have the other two girls to meet anyway. I wonder how they're going to change him. what was that? I don't think I saw those text messages before. I need to go back for those. I don't remember them in the earlier versions of the OP. Stunt and the ever-changing OPs continues again. Everything else seems familiar. I think I saw, like, it's not real or something like that. So I wonder if that's Mami texting saying, yeah, it's not real, this isn't going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yes, you were. And it's still about physical appearance. She's very much enjoying the fact that she's got him around her finger. You kind of are. Yes. Yes. Okay. Self-reflection. Technically not rejected, I suppose. Yeah. Because you just completely berated him. Now she's berating her. Pot kettle black, lady. And he's... Oh. He's defending her. Okay. That's some progress. Yeah. Right. But... Alright. He's... Sure. Okay, he's making some slight progress. And she's losing progress and is not happy with it. Alright. Alright, he's very fair. You should absolutely be doing that right now. Maybe not right now. Very much so, probably. Beat her hair. First things out your mouth should be sorry. Thank you. Separating. Yep. Yeah. You kind of are. You're not able to cut loose. I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. Someone supportive in your life is what you really need most now. That's the point. Yeah. Supportive. See, this is why Mizuhara is best girl. This is also why she's best girl. And we're already off to the beach. Alright. Yeah. Hmm. I doubt that, yeah. Hmm. And his girlfriend, okay. Christ. Uh, yeah. You have such a warped perception of her. Fair. Yes. Kind of. Ugh. I mean, yeah. No, you really can't. This is getting expensive. Mm-hmm. He doesn't, but he's giving the best advice to what he knows. From his perspective, he's talking the truth. Think about it. Start thinking. Someone for. Oh boy. Dude's gonna faint just from seeing it. Hmm. She thinks she can break you up quite easily. No, definitely not. I don't know about that actually. Again, he's not gonna be able to. Oh, here we go. Where's she? Yeah, yeah. She tweeting to like a closed account or something? I wonder what that was. It's the same style as what was in the OP anyway. So I don't know if it's like just like tweeting where no one else can read them, but just writing for your own self. Kind of like a weird diary thing. Oh, she's here as well. Oh boy. All right. Beach scenes. Jesus Christ, you have to Google that. Of course, you got American style bikini. They spent a lot of detail on that. Yeah. She knows. She knows for sure. Blame it on the drink. Hmm. Feigning an apology. Ugh. Uh-huh. Probably because she made a list of everything that happened. Hmm. Really? You really discussed that in a 1 month relationship? Okay. So, okay. So minimum 11. With substitutes, you'd want about 14. For a full bench, you want 18. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Really, we're going to be using that as... Jesus Christ, this girl is so manipulative. So manipulative. But why is she this way with him? That's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yep. Now it just got way more awkward. Well... Playing off very well. What? Are you really wearing glasses at the beach? Yeah, she doesn't want to trip over. Probably. She was probably a bit... I mean, she's been hiding this for a while. Does he have the balls to say it now? So manipulative. Thank you. Yes, you do. Does it in a restroom? Okay. Yeah. That's a realistic expectation. Virgin's gonna virgin. There it is again. That's twice now we've heard that line. Okay. That doesn't look creepy from the outside at all. And that explains why they're in the toilet together. Okay. That's what he's going to ask about. I mean, yeah. He takes everything at face value. Like, he kind of understands some of it, but... Don't brag to her like that. He doesn't understand tact at all. Jesus. Wow. It does, to be fair, but you know. Yes, I understand. Oh, who's gonna hear this? Why would you assume that? Oh well. Yeah, where are you storing your phone? Yeah, you're a terrible liar. They are. I wonder what... Did she climb out through the roof somewhere? Oh, okay. Comes out as Mizuhara, okay. That's a power play. Wow. These boys. Wow. And now it gets even more convoluted. And this maintains the illusion to Mami as well. Okay. He's a terrible liar. He's terrible. There's the real question. Oh boy. These guys. Jesus Christ. And now Mami. That was a great little hop. Like, I hate her, but that's still a great little hop moment. Sure. Tamily Mart. Alright. Yeah, she's just tweeting with a locked account to herself, essentially. Ooh. Ooh, that look. Why are you making noise, dog? Don't know if my mic's picking that up or not, but... I mean, yeah. I wonder if she overheard that or not. I don't know why dog's making so much noise. Jesus, he is such a bad liar. So bad. Cow. Jesus Christ. There we go. What an idiot. Yep. Who are we checking out now? Who are we checking out? Black? I thought she was more brunette than black. I wouldn't call that black, but whatever. Sure you will. Sure you will. I don't believe that for a second. I mean, a lot of people would. And here it is. And that's how they separate them. Alright. Sure. Uh-huh. Did it happen? That's the question. So, I mean, yeah. You really shouldn't. Oof. And ED time, alright. Have we got this ED yet? I don't think we have. I think they played the OP every time, haven't they? At the end? I get the feeling that shaking is meant to be representative of something else entirely, given all the angles we've had in both the OP and ED so far. Look how the pink-haired one's still so embarrassed through the entire bit of this. "100% meant to be a visual metaphor. 100%. I really like the ED though. I need to find the full version of this later. You're so childish. Yes, definitely. And throwing it away, of course. Alright, next time. Yes. No, you won't. Ugh. Next episode. Friend and girlfriend, okay. No, he isn't. He ain't making anywhere. Oh boy, this guy. He has no idea how much he's being played. He has absolutely no idea. What interests me now is not the fact that he is being played. I can't wait for the moment for it to click in his mind, but I'm also super interested as to why. Why is he being played this way? What does Mami want out of it? I'm wondering if there is an ulterior motive beyond just her personality, you know? Like, let's see, where is the OP? So yeah, she seems to be writing or tweeting to herself. I don't know exactly how she's doing it, but she's basically keeping a diary and just tweeting all these things and letting out all her inner, like, anger and, like, gripes with him, the relationship, and just letting them all out at once. So here we go. Mendokasai931 is her handle, also known as Numa on it. This very much looks like Twitter, and with the padlocked account, it makes me think like no, it's like a private account. No one can see what the tweets are or whatever unless you like follow it. But who would be following it? I don't know. So who does that girl think she is? A rom-com heroine? I mean, yes. And that stupid version's pissing me off too, in reference to Kazuya. Not like... Oh, hang on. Just went past that one. Not like they'll last more than 3 months anyway. It's not real. So yes. That's just her letting off her steam of what she thinks of the situation. Her true personality comes shining through, to which Kazuya has seen glimpses of, thanks to that meeting when they went out for drinks, but he's just completely blind to it. Like, he's completely blind to her other than her physical appearance. Like, that's what it feels like. And just the small bits of nice personality she decides to present to him. And the hypocrisy of this dialogue here. Hey, there's nothing wrong with going by looks, but you're a big boy now, so you should consider personality too. The fact that she, of all people, says that to him, like, pot kettle black, man. Like, come on. Yeah, like, that is so hypocritical of her to say like that. Because if he did for a moment consider personality, he'd realize just how toxic you are. And I don't know why you're toxic. That's what intrigues me the most now. Why are you this way? Is it because of the month you spent together? Did something happen after you broke up? Did rumors start getting spread around? Why did you start dating in the first place? Was there a reason you sought him out, or did he seek you out? I'm really curious in that backstory there. And it looks like, again, next episode, we're not going to be getting the two new characters, being Ruka and Sumi. Those are the two new characters. Ruka being the one with the blue bow, Sumi being the adorable little one. So I'm wondering when we're going to meet them. Hopefully by the halfway point we will meet them, because I'm kind of interested to see what they add to the character, because it's an interesting dynamic between these two, but I'm going to be curious what they bring to the actual... I feel like most of these characters are going to be building up our MC in some way. I feel like that's the purpose. At least I hope that's the purpose, to give this show a bit more credit than I think it might be deserving of. Because Mami is teaching him not to take things at face value. Chizuru is trying to be supportive on the down low. What could Ruka and Sumi add to this? Like, what will they teach him? Other than being, hey, do you want to get with me instead? Like, other than just building a harem, like, what facets of their personality could they bring? Judging by Ruka's, like, appearance in the OP and ED and stuff, I'm thinking maybe she's going to bring, like, the confidence in yourself thing through. She seems very confident in herself from what we've seen of her so far. Sumi is just embarrassed by everything, which is going to be interesting. Like, she's constantly embarrassed and red-faced at basically any situation. Like, the entire ED, she was red-faced during the whole cheerleader dance as well, so... And that entire ED was a metaphor for masturbation, I just know it, so... Yeah. This show's good. This show's actually really, really good. And, like, there is some deep stuff actually sewn in here. It's just a case of how they end it. This is going to be a show that is either going to end well or end poorly. Like, based on how they want to approach the actual deep nature of what is happening. Like, do they actually want to explore that more and have a conclusion by the end, or do they want to keep it open-ended? Because to keep it open-ended and to keep the harem alive, as it were, he has to still be accepting of Mami, or Mami has to have some sort of redemption-based arc as to why she is this way, and it's out of necessity rather than just her innate personality. That's what would have to happen if she was to still be a contender in the harem. And if she was still a contender in that way, I think that would diminish my overall enjoyment of the show. Just slightly. Because she is not... There is no timeline. As of the information we know now, there is no timeline where he should ever be considering her as a girlfriend. Absolutely none. I can't see any timeline where that would be a good idea. Once we get Ruka and Sumi in, I can evaluate which route, essentially, he would more likely go with. Like, it's obviously going to be him and Chizuru. That's the main pairing they're building up. They'll be spending the most time together, learning the most about each other, overcoming the boundary of just being a business arrangement to actually being a thing, blah, blah, blah. But I'm interested to see what our two other characters add in at a later date. Anyway, with that said, very, very much enjoying this show. Better than I expected. I really do think this has so much more potential than I think other shows of its type actually have. So I'm very happy to keep watching this. It easily passes the 3-episode rule that I would normally employ for a show if I was not doing reaction channel like this. I usually try and give shows 3 episodes. Sometimes I'll only give them 2 if I really know I'm not going to like them. But this one passes with flying colours. It really does. So we didn't get any... Yeah, there's no grandma in this one, interestingly. That's the first episode without her, which is not necessarily a bad thing. We can stagger her out every now and then. As much as I like her character, we can stagger it a little bit. And next time we're continuing on at the beach. We find out what actually happens. So he does kiss her. What happens beyond then? How far does that go? Like, they're implying that they might go a bit further, but it's not going to happen. He's not going to go that far. At least... Well, in a way, if he did... No, if he did, I don't think he'd be able to separate. I don't think he'd be able to come back from that. I think if he went all the way. So it's probably going to get to the point where the option's there. He chickens out of it, something interrupts, something like that. Chizuru interrupts, maybe. I don't know. Be very, very interesting. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, as per usual. I'm very much enjoying this show. It's way better than I think I gave it credit for at the very beginning of the season. I was like, okay, this is going to be kind of trashy, but no, this is actually really solid. I hope the embassy does get some building of character, and I hope he doesn't stay in this constant state where he is now of... I hate using the word, but being a simp. Like, I don't like using that word. It's not really something I wanted to equate to, but he is showing that sort of mentality, and I hope over the course of the show he does build himself up in his own self-confidence, because he needs someone to be supportive of him. Because right now, Chizuru's trying, but she's also trying to maintain her own status quo, keeping business and her own personal life separate, but the more and more time she spends with him, that line keeps getting blurred. So eventually it'll get to the point where she starts questioning, hang on, is this just business? Is this just being a rental girlfriend now? Or is there something genuine here? And that turning point is going to be interesting to see in her, because I don't think she's at that point yet. I think she's having brief glimpses of maybe, like, I kind of want to help him out. Like, I don't want him to... I think she genuinely wants the best for him. She understands that a rental girlfriend can be... It's emotional support, essentially, and she knows it, and she's doing a good job at it. But at the moment, she still considers it a job, not from just being a nice person from her to him. She still sees it as the job side of things. So, leave a comment on what you thought of the episode. If you want to have a more in-depth discussion about the show, my Discord is the place to do it. Link in the description. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.